If standing up from your chair feels like climbing Mount Everest, if your legs shake going upstairs, if you avoid bending down because getting back up is too hard, I need you to stop what you're doing right now, because Harvard researchers just discovered something that changes everything we thought about aging. Your muscles aren't dying, they're sleeping. And in the next 8 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to wake them up with 5 simple movements that people in their 70s and 80s are using to feel 20 years younger without a gym, without equipment, and without ever getting on the floor. Have you ever noticed how simple things like getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, or bending down to tie your shoes start to feel harder as the years go by? Maybe your legs feel weaker, your back aches more often, or your energy just isn't what it used to be. And you tell yourself, well, that's just part of getting older. But what if it isn't? What if your body isn't breaking due? It's just waiting for you to move the right way again? New research from places like Harvard and the Mayo Clinic says something truly amazing. The right kind of exercise can actually slow and even reverse the aging process. Yes, reverse it. Your muscles can rebuild, your balance can return, your energy can rise again. Because your body is not too old to get stronger. It's just been too still for too long. You see, aging doesn't happen all at once. It creeps in slowly through stiffness, through long hours of sitting, through years of forgetting to move with purpose, and walking alone, while wonderful for your heart, isn't enough. To truly age in reverse, you need to wake up the muscles that walking leaves asleep, your hips, your core, your posture, your balance. That's exactly what these 5 simple, science-backed exercises do. They aren't complicated. You won't need equipment, fancy shoes, or a gym. You can do them in your living room, in your kitchen, or even next to your bed. Each one is gentle on your joints, easy to learn, and takes only a few minutes a day. But the results can be life-changing with less pain, better balance, stronger legs, a calmer mind, and a body that finally feels steady and alive again. So, before you click away or tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, give yourself this one small promise: stay with me until the end of this video. Because somewhere in the next few minutes, you might find the movement that changes how you walk, stand, and even breathe. You'll discover how these simple daily habits are being used by people in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s to move easier, think clearer, and feel younger without stepping foot in a gym. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about reclaiming your freedom to stand tall, to move confidently, and to live each day with energy and pride. So take a deep breath. Sit tall or stand straight. This is your time. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments, and let's begin together your journey through 5 science-backed exercises that can help your body feel years younger again. Let's start with something most people never tell you. Aging is not just about years, it's about signals. Your body doesn't suddenly get weak one day. It forgets how to stay strong because it stops receiving the signals that used to keep it alive and alert. Those signals come from one thing: movement. When you were younger, you moved without thinking. You bent, stretched, climbed, reached, turned, and lifted. Every move sends a message to your brain: keep these muscles active, keep this heart strong, keep these bones dense. But when you stop moving as much, those messages fade. Your muscles start to shrink, your joints stiffen, blood flow slows, and your brain begins to think, maybe we don't need as much energy anymore. That's how aging works, not just in years, but in patterns. It's not that your body can't rebuild, it's waiting for a reason to start again. The good news? The moment you begin to move with purpose, even gently, your body starts to wake up. Doctors call this process reactivation. When you do the right exercises, slowly, controlled, and focus, your brain reconnects with your muscles. Blood rushes into areas that have been quiet for years. Your joints get fresh lubrication, and your cells start releasing tiny molecules called growth factors, natural chemicals that repair tissue, improve energy, and even boost your mood. In one study from Harvard Medical School, older adults who practice just 10 minutes of mindful, low-impact movement each day improved their balance and joint strength by over 40% in 8 weeks without lifting weights or going to the gym. Another study found that gentle resistance exercises increased bone density, reduced joint pain, and even improved memory in people over 65. So no, your body is not too old. It's deeply responsive to every little signal you send it, and that's the secret to reversing aging, sending the right signals again. Here's what that means for you. When you move slowly and deliberately, not rushing, not forcing you to teach your nervous system how to stay balanced. When you breathe deeply as you move, you tell your heart and lungs to stay young. When you focus on stability, your body learns confidence again. And when you repeat these movements every day, even for just a few minutes, you build something more powerful than muscle. You build momentum. So if you've ever thought, it's too late for me, I want you to remember this. Your body is not against you. Because the truth is, your legs are the engines of youth. Let's wake them up. If there's one movement that decides how independent you stay as you age, it's this one: sitting down and standing back up. It sounds simple, but this movement tells you more about your health than almost anything else. It shows how strong your legs are, how stable your balance is, and how confident your body feels supporting your own weight. That's why our first exercise is called the chair squat, a simple, powerful move that helps rebuild the foundation of strength and balance in your legs. Most people don't realize this, but your leg muscles, especially your thighs, hips, and glutes, are what keep you moving safely through life. They help you climb stairs, get out of bed, step off curbs, and catch yourself if you stumble. But after 50, these muscles quietly weaken if they aren't used often. And walking alone isn't enough to rebuild them. The chair squat targets exactly those muscles gently, safely, and without pressure on your knees or joints. When you lower yourself and stand back up from a chair, you're training your entire lower body and your brain at the same time. Science calls this a neuromuscular connection. It's how your mind and muscles learn to work together again. Each repetition strengthens your quads, hamstrings, glutes, and even your core, the deep abdominal muscles that protect your spine and improve posture. Over time, this one movement improves circulation, strengthens bones, and increases stability, so you can move with confidence again. In a study from the University of Tsukuba in Japan, adults over 60 who practice simple chair squats 3 times a week improved their balance by 32% and reported less knee pain and stiffness after just 1 month. It's one of the easiest, most effective ways to restore independence, and it can be done anywhere, anytime. Find a sturdy chair that doesn't roll or move. Stand in front of it with your feet shoulder-width apart, toes slig. Out. Slowly lower yourself down as if you're going to sit, keeping your knees over your ankles. Let your hips move back, not your knees forward, and lightly touch the chair with your hips. Then press through your heels and slowly stand up again. Keep your chest lifted and your back straight. Do this 8-10 times, rest, then repeat 1 more set. If it feels too hard, you can use your hands on your thighs for light support. If it feels too easy, hold a small pillow or light weight in your hands. The goal is control, not speed. You might notice your legs warming up, your heart rate gently rising, and your body feeling more awake. That's good. It means your circulation is improving, and your body is remembering what strength feels like. With each repetition, you're training your muscles to respond, your balance to adjust, and your confidence to return. Every time you do a chair squat, you're not just standing up from a chair, you're standing up for your independence. This is where aging in reverse begins, one safe, steady movement at a time. If you've noticed your shoulders rounding forward, your upper back tightening, or your neck feeling stiff after sitting or reading, you're not alone. Most of us spend years hunched over desks, phones, or tablets, and little by little, that posture begins to steal our strength and confidence. But there's good news. You can start bringing it all back with one gentle movement, the wall push-up. Unlike floor push-ups, this version is joint-friendly, wrist-friendly, and completely safe for beginners. You don't need a mat or any equipment, just a wall, your breath, and a few focused minutes. Your upper body is your support frame. Strong arms, shoulders, and chest muscles make everyday life easier, from opening doors to lifting groceries to hugging your loved ones without strain. But here's the real secret. When you push against a wall, your shoulder blades slide back into their natural position. Your chest opens and your spine lengthens. You're not just building strength, you're retraining your body to stand tall again. A study from the American Council on Exercise found that adults who practiced wall push-ups 3 times a week improved shoulder mobility by 33% and reduced neck tension in only 6 weeks. That's because this movement strengthens the postural chain, the muscles that quietly hold your body upright all day long. Once that chain is strong again, your breathing deepens, your energy rises, and your presence changes. You don't just look younger, you feel lighter. I'll never forget Edward, 71, who told me his shoulders felt stuck forward like a coat hanger. We started with 5 wall push-ups every morning before breakfast. By the second week, he could lift his arms higher. By the end of the month, he said, I caught myself walking taller and it felt natural again. That's how quickly your body remembers. Stand facing a wall about 1 arm's length away. Place your hands flat on the wall at chest height slightly wider than your shoulders. Keep your feet hip-width apart and your body in a straight line. Inhale as you bend your elbows and lean gently toward the wall. Exhale as you press back to the starting position, feeling your chest lift and your arms engage. Do 8 to 12 slow repetitions, rest for 30 seconds, then repeat for 2 sets. If your wrists feel uncomfortable, move your hands a little higher or make gentle fists instead of flat palms. If you'd like more challenges, taking a small step backward even a few inches makes a big difference. You'll notice warmth across your chest, shoulders, and upper arms, a gentle lengthening through your spine. And within days, you'll notice yourself sitting straighter and breathing easier. That's your posture waking up. Every wall push-up you do is a reminder that strength is still yours. You don't need a gym, just your willingness to move. Each push against the wall is a push toward confidence. Do it daily and your posture will thank you. Have you ever felt a little wobbly on your feet? Maybe turning too quickly makes you feel unsure, or reaching sideways throws you off balance for a second. That's your body's way of saying, hey, we need to reconnect. The standing bird dog is one of the simplest, safest, and most effective ways to bring that connection back. It helps your body and brain work together again, improving balance, posture, coordination, and even focus. Balance isn't just about muscles, it's about communication. When you lift one arm and the opposite leg, your brain and body have to talk fast. That cross-body connection trains your nervous system to react quickly, which means fewer stumbles and faster recovery if you lose your footing. Over time, daily practice improves your stability, strengthens your lower back, tones your core, and wakes up the tiny muscles around your hips and ankles, the same ones that protect you from falls. A study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that older adults who practice cross-body movements like bird dog 3 times a week improved their reaction time and stability by over 40% in just 8 weeks. That's not luck. It's your brain rewiring itself for balance and confidence. I remember Gloria, 74, who told me, I don't walk as fast as I used to, and that scares me. We started with the standing bird dog beside her kitchen counter. At first, she needed one hand for support. 2 weeks later, she could lift her arm and leg together with ease. By week 6, she smiled and said, I don't grab the rail anymore. That's the power of small, steady practice. Stand tall beside a wall or sturdy chair for light support. Shift your weight onto your left leg. Slowly lift your right arm forward and your right leg backward at the same time, only a few inches off the floor. Keep your back straight and your belly gently drawn in. Hold for 3-5 seconds, then return to standing. Switch sides, left arm forward, left leg back. Repeat 8-10 times per side. If balancing feels tough, start with just the arm or just the leg until you feel steady. If it feels easy, close your eyes briefly between reps that challenge your balance safely. You might feel a light tremble in your standing leg or a gentle tightening around your waist. That's your stabilizer muscles waking up. Your brain will feel more alert too, because this move lights up the same neural pathways used for walking and quick reactions. Do this daily, even 1 minute at a time, and you'll notice smoother turns, steadier steps, and a quiet confidence in how you move. Balance isn't lost with age, it's relearned through movement. Each bird dog teaches your body, I can still trust myself. Have you noticed that standing up from a chair, walking upstairs, or even turning in bed feels harder than it used to? That quiet struggle usually starts in one place, your core. Not the six-pack kind of core you see in magazines, but the deep muscles around your stomach, IPs, and lower back, the ones that keep you upright, balanced, and steady. When these muscles get weak, everything starts to feel like work. But the good news is that you can wake them up again gently, safely, and without even standing up. That's where the seated knee lift comes in. It's one of the easiest and most effective exercises for people over 50 because you can do it anywhere at your desk, on the couch, or even while watching TV. It strengthens your lower abs, improves blood flow, and helps your hips and back work together again. When you lift your knees, even just a few inches, your brain sends fresh signals to your core muscles, telling them to tighten, stabilize, and support your spine. At the same time, the movement pumps blood through your legs, helping with circulation, energy, and even mental alertness. In a study from the National Institute on Aging, adults who practiced seated core movements 3 times a week improved balance and walking stability by 35% in 2M. Once. That means fewer stumbles, stronger posture, and less pressure on the back and hips. There's another hidden benefit to circulation. Each time you lift your knees, your leg muscles act like small pumps, pushing blood and oxygen back to your heart. So this movement doesn't just make your body stronger, it helps your whole system stay awake and alive. I remember James, 68, who used to struggle getting out of his recliner. He started doing knee lifts during commercial breaks, 10 reps each time the show paused. 3 weeks later, he smiled and said, I didn't notice it happening, but I get up faster now. That's how quiet progress works. Sit tall in a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor. Rest your hands lightly on the sides of the chair for balance. Gently tighten your stomach, like zipping up a jacket. Slowly lift your right knee toward your chest. Hold for 2-3 seconds, then lower. Repeat with your left knee. Alternate sides for 10 to 15 lifts per leg. Rest briefly then. Do one more set. If it feels hard, start with smaller lifts. Even an inch off the floor helps. If it feels easy, try lifting both knees together for a stronger core challenge. Breathe slowly. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. The goal isn't speed, it's control and connection. You'll feel a gentle burn in your lower belly and a light warmth in your thighs. That's your deep core waking up the same muscles that help you stand, walk, and balance. After a few sessions, you'll notice that everyday movements, like standing from a chair or getting out of bed, start to feel easier. Even your posture improves because your body begins to hold itself upright again. Strength doesn't disappear with age, it just waits to be used again. Every knee lift reminds your body, I'm still strong, I'm still steady, I'm still here. If there's one part of the body most people forget to train, it's the lower legs, your calves, ankles, and feet. They work quietly every single day, carrying your way, keeping you balanced, and supporting every step you take. But here's something fascinating. Most people don't know your calves are often called your second heart. Every time they contract, they help pump blood from your feet back toward your heart, keeping your circulation strong and your energy steady. That's why this last movement, the heel raise, is one of the simplest yet most powerful anti-aging exercises you can do. It strengthens your legs, improves balance, and boosts blood flow, all while standing in place. You don't need equipment. You don't need to sweat or strain. You just need your own body, a steady surface for support, and a few minutes of quiet focus. As we age, the muscles in the lower legs often weaken because we sit more and move less. That leads to poor circulation, swelling, cold feet, and even dizziness when standing up too fast. But the heel raise reverses all that by reactivating your calf muscles and your body's natural pump system. It also improves in key stability, which helps prevent falls and supports smoother walking. A study in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy found that adults over 60 who practice daily heel raises for just 4 weeks reduced their risk of falling by nearly 50%. That's incredible, and it's proof that small, consistent movement really can save lives. I remember Martha, 76, who told me her legs always felt heavy, like bags of sand. We started with simple heel raises next to her kitchen counter every morning while her coffee brewed. Within 2 weeks, she noticed the heaviness lifting. By week 4, she told me, I feel lighter on my feet like I'm walking on air again. That transformation started with just a few minutes each day of one simple movement.